Welcome to Booty and Cracklins, baby. Hey, I'm Coach. That's Red, baby. Hey, what we gonna talk about today, Red?
Mount Rushmore for the Dallas Cowboys.
Go! Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't know about Mount Rushmore, but that's the mount right there. That's the mountain of Cowboy right there. Look, I tell you what, Red, before we get into this, I believe you probably got about the same stats as maybe Larry Allen. I bet it. Hey, y'all look that up at home. I bet you Red got about the same stats as Larry Allen.
I'm nowhere near as strong as he was.
Oh, well, we ain't talking about bench press. we put some push away from the table. All right, Mount Rushmore of the Dallas Cowboys. Y'all know I'm such a Cowboy lover.
It's got to be 4.
That's right. 4. That's 4. By the way, we put this on the Buddha and the Cracklins Facebook page, Mount Rushmore of Cowboys. And I be dadgum, Lord have mercy, Cowboy fans. Can y'all not count to 4? No, you got 17 people on there. Well, that's what it takes. No, it's 4. It's 4. You like it? Find your 4 and ride with those. It's kind of like the 4 horsemen. Yeah. Find your 4. Look, and I understand you might have more than 4 good ones, but the Mount Rushmore got 4. It's not the Hall of Pretty Good. It's the Hall of Fame, right? So anyhow, Red is a diehard Cowboy fan, so whatever this man says is the law. It's the gospel, unless I contradict it.
Yeah, I have a feeling this was about to happen.
Oh, this gonna get good. Hey, whatever you're gonna say is wrong. All right, your number 1. Now, this is in no particular order of best to worst, right? Or are you putting them in best to worst?
No.
Okay, so no particular order. Red's 4, Mount Rushmore of the Dallas Cowboys.
All right. In the George Washington position of Mount Rushmore.
George Washington.
All right.
I hope you know all 4 of the presidents.
I'm pretty sure I do.
That's pretty sure, Lord have mercy.
All right. I'm putting Tom Landry.
Tom Landry. Oh, look, well, you want to see?
Yeah, the man in the funny hat.
I kind of almost, it's purple, it's gold, it's for LSU, but Red, I can't disagree with that. I mean, when it's all said and done, the Dallas Cowboys, quote unquote, became America's team back in the 70s? That's probably the first time they were called that?
Yeah, I think
I'm not a Cowboy fan, so I'm asking. I would think early 70s, mid 70s, they became America's team.
I'm pretty sure that's when it was like early 70s when NFL Films came out with it.
Yeah. So, and who was leading the charge back then?
Tom Landry.
Tom Landry. So, I can't argue that. If you have a Mount Rushmore of Dallas Cowboys and Tom Landry's not on it, you're wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just telling you. Tom Landry, beloved coach of the Dallas Cowboys. All right? By the way, who fired him?
Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones is, hey, look, by the way, Red, I'm just going to tell you, if you ain't got Jerry Jones on this Mount Rushmore, me and you going to have to get it on, boy. That man got 3 Super Bowls as an owner. But anyhow, hey.
He's not on.
Hey, y'all want to know something? I knew he wasn't. And hey, again, we are unscripted. I have no idea what's coming. But I knew Jerry Jones wasn't on there. Jerry Jones might be on the Mount Rushmore of like the Philadelphia Eagles. Because he's taking the Cowboys down far enough that the Eagles have been able to win some Super Bowls. That's what we need. Jerry Jones on the Mount Rushmore of the Philadelphia Eagles. He is one of the best things to ever happen to the Eagles.
And the Giants.
And the Giants and the rest of the league, actually. All right. Coming in the Abraham Lincoln position? Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson.
He's coming in and Thomas Jefferson. All right, Thomas Jefferson. Who else is on the Mount Rushmore of the Dallas Cowboys?
Roger Staubach.
So that kind of goes hand in hand, right? I mean, hey, you got Tom Landry, Roger Staubach. I mean, realistically, again, I'm not a Dallas Cowboy fan, but I really only remember 2 quarterbacks playing for Tom Landry. Roger Staubach and Danny White.
Before that was Meredith.
Again, I'm not a Cowboy fan. Dandy Don Meredith, yeah, he was in there. But I can't argue that. I mean, he was military, naval, wasn't he? Naval Academy, Staubach. Whatever they did. Roger.
Served in the Navy for 2 years in Vietnam. Came back, had a Hall of Fame career.
I can't argue that pick. Right now, we right here. Look, if y'all don't understand, me and Red disagree about a lot of stuff. So when we agree, you can stamp it. It's in gold right there. You can stamp it. All right. Coming in at the Joe Biden on Mount Rushmore, what position?
Theodore Roosevelt.
Theodore Roosevelt, same thing. They're about the same age, ain't they? Come on, that's pretty good. Theodore Roosevelt and Joe Biden are the same age right now. Anyhow, coming in the Teddy Roosevelt position on Mount Rushmore is
Emmitt Smith.
Emmitt Smith. I personally am, man, I don't know. I understand why you have him there. Is he still the leading all-time rusher in the NFL? I think he's still leading all-time rusher in the NFL. Won 3 Super Bowls. So if my arm were twisted, I probably would have him up there also. I guess he would probably be my 4th. And I have a feeling my 4th or
we're not putting them 1 through 4.
I understand that, but my 4th player. If I had to put it, I probably would have Emmitt up there also. I think I agree with you, but to me, you know what? Now that I think about who I actually have on the Mount Rushmore, no, he's not on there. I have him at 5. Okay. Now that I think about it, I'll tell you mine when we come back, because I don't know who you finna say is yours. And the last position
in the Abe Lincoln.
That's what I had earlier. Did y'all not hear me say Abe Lincoln? So whoever this guy is finna get shot in the head, like Abe Lincoln. Hopefully not. That's just a joke. So hey, by the way, do y'all know the last thing that went through Abe Lincoln's mind?
That bullet.
I'm just telling you, that back bullet was the last thing to go through Abe Lincoln's mind right before.
Forward all your emails to Coach.
That's all right. Come on, it's all right. It's the truth, right? It's the last thing to go through his mind. What was he thinking? I don't know either. All right, the last position on the Dallas Cowboys.
Who the hell is that standing behind me?
Who is that back there? Oh, Lord. Security. What in the world? Lord have mercy. We at Ford's Theater?
Why did I create Secret Service yet?
Need to go to Chevy Theater or some junk. Hey, I think that's why they created Secret Service. It was a real secret, the service they were doing. Ooh. Anyhow, last place on the Dallas Cowboys Mount Rushmore, according to Red, that's already wrong in my book.
Bob Lilly.
Bob Lilly. I'm going with that. I am good with Bob Lilly 100%. I think, correct me if I'm wrong.
First ever draft pick.
Mr. Cowboy.
Yeah.
Isn't that what he's called?
Mm-hmm.
Look, I should be shocking y'all with my Dallas Cowboy news. My knowledge here. Because I watch the Dallas Cowboys as little as I have to. Okay. I promise you that. Y'all want to know the honest truth? I like watching the Cowboys sometimes because I know it's fixing to be a cluster. It's fixing to be a comedy of errors at the end. And it's just reasons that I can to them Cowboy fans.
It's kind of like watching the Saints play.
Absolutely.
The first 40 years of y'all's existence.
So basically, our franchises are just opposite. Yeah. The first 40 years, they were good. The last 30 years, they've been doo-doo. We kind of swapped. Right there about in the 90s, we kind of swapped. Late 90s, we kind of swapped. Early 2000s, it's cuckoo.
Oh, y'all are pretty bad in 04.
We're pretty bad. We've been pretty bad the last 2 years, if you want to know the truth. But anyhow, all right. I am going to take Emmitt Smith off. And that's hard to do, folks. But, in my opinion, Emmitt Smith was who he was because of the line in front of him.
Okay.
And who was the best player on that line?
Nate Newton.
All right, we go with Nate Newton.
No, Larry Allen.
All right, Larry, that's all. Look, you had me by shit because I'm sitting there going, wait, maybe I didn't watch Cowboys enough. What in the world? No, I think I have Larry Allen as my Mount Rushmore. Because Emmitt Smith ain't where he's at without Larry Allen. I mean, I tell you what. If you had to pick a player, let's be real. If you had to pick, if you were an NFL GM, and you had to pick a player, you going through your draft, and you can pick Larry Allen or Emmitt Smith. Who do you pick?
Larry Allen.
Larry Allen all day long. So I kind of feel like Coach won that argument with that. Hey, look, I should have been a lawyer. I should have been a lawyer. I realized, listen, Emmitt Smith has the checkmate
with all his accolades.
With his all-time leading rusher. I get that. I am arguing it, but I see your point, and it's a valid point.
That and 3 Super Bowls.
How many Larry Allen win?
I think 2.
I don't know. I ain't a Cowboy fan.
I'm pretty sure it was 2.
Okay.
I don't think he was on the team the first year.
Okay. Well, anyhow, I got Larry Allen on there. He got Emmitt Smith. Tell us what you think, Cowboy fans. I'm a little bit.
I mean, really, you could have put probably 10 people on that list, and it'd still be a good list.
That's what every Cowboy fan says.
But like to me, those are the 4.
So, and now let me tell y'all at home what you did not realize. You just heard the argument. Not one player that was mentioned has played in the last 25 years.
They ain't done crap.
I'm just telling. So when Cowboy haters throw that at the Cowboys, well, y'all ain't played the last 30 years. Yeah, Cowboy fans will agree. When you name your Mount Rushmore, there is not a player even in the conversation that played in the last 25 to 30 years.
So DeMarcus Ware.
Not in the top. No, he's not in the top 10 Cowboys.
So
he's not Randy White. He's not even Randy White. He's not Drew Pearson.
Right. You can't put him on the list.
That's right.
What he did winning wise was in Denver.
That's right.
Right. Tony Romo couldn't get it done in the playoffs. Right. Des Bryant couldn't get it done in the playoffs.
Hey, Tony Romo, how about this? Stop getting arrested.
Yeah. Please don't drive drunk.
Yeah. No, drinking and driving, we do not agree with that. All right, Tony Romo, that's embarrassing to you and to the Dallas Cowboys, but you're better than that. How about this? You're better than that. You're better than that.
I agree. Yeah, don't drink and drive. Or do drugs and drive, or anything like that.
How about just don't drive? Stay in the house in a recliner. That's what I do.
I mean, he's made enough money. He could afford a driver, right?
Hey, look, you've heard me say it so many times. These players that are getting arrested and getting in these accidents, and they making $40 million a year. Like, how are you a driver? Hey, buddy, I volunteer. I drive you around. I'll be a chauffeur.
$60,000 a year. I'll drive you around wherever you want to go.
Well, I was going to go more than that, but no, you don't want more than that, because that might be some places you don't want to go there. I'm just saying you're going to take more than $60,000 a year to get me over there. But anyhow,
Jason Witten, you would think about him, but what did he win?
I mean,
nothing.
Where did Ditka play?
He played part of his career in Dallas.
He was a good one. Drew Pearson. I mean, you got some guys back from those 70s, Ed Tuthall Jones.
Yeah.
There is a lot of Cowboys, but none of them in the last 30 years. So they were all in the first 30 years of y'all's existence. I'm just saying, it is what it is. Tell us what y'all think. Your Mount Rushmore?
Yeah, give us your Mount Rushmore.
We got 3 of them alike. So where did you have Larry Allen?
5.
So we had the same top 5. Yeah. We had 4 and 5 swapped. So anyhow, I think we got a pretty decent list there. I'm just telling you, you know, and I know there is no Mount Rushmore that's ever going to be made and paid for of the Dallas Cowboys that Jerry Jones is going to allow to not have his head on there. I'm just telling you, the man was the owner who won 3 Super Bowls. Like it or not, he was the owner that won 3 Super Bowls. When it's all said and done, right? How many Super Bowls Tom Landry win? Not 3.
2.
Not 3. Listen, I think Jerry Jones is a great businessman and an absolutely dysfunctional NFL GM. I think he's a terrible owner. Great businessman putting money in his pocket. But the facts are he was the owner that won 3 Super Bowls. Now, again, like the rest of the team, he ain't done nothing in the last 30 years.
I mean, Jimmy Johnson could have been on that list, but he didn't stay there long enough.
And that's what I'm saying. So
Troy Aikman, I mean, you can't really talk bad about him. You don't have the stats.
Personally, I put Michael Irvin up there before Troy Irvin. I put Irvin up there before Troy Aikman.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just my opinion. Listen, when it's all said and done, you mentioned Tony Romo. I think at this point of his career, Dak's probably had a bit. Now, listen, I'm not even remotely insinuating Dak Prescott is on the Mount Rushmore of Dallas Cowboys. I'm saying that at this point in his career, I think he's done more than Tony Romo did. He ain't done no worse.
You can put him on the Mount Rushmore of Dallas Cowboys quarterbacks.
Staubach.
Yep.
Don Meredith.
Yep.
Danny White. Danny White was good.
Okay.
Troy Aikman. You sure Dak's up there?
I wouldn't have that one.
Who would that? This little
White.
piggy. You wouldn't have, you'd have Dak over Danny White?
Yeah.
I think you need to go back and see how successful the Cowboys were with the Danny White era.
I mean,
I'm just telling you.
playoff wise, he didn't have.
Okay.
Dak's got better stats.
So it's Dak ahead of Tony?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Would Cowboy fans agree to that? I think everybody forgot how much everybody loved Tony Romo. I'm just saying, does Dak go up there? Maybe, but you can make an argument he's not up there yet. But now his career's not over.
Right.
His career, and listen, I'm pulling for Dak. Hey, listen, he's a Louisiana boy, right down the street. Hey, I'm pulling for him. What I always say, Red? I hope Dak Prescott throws for 500 yards and 5 touchdowns every game, and the Dallas Cowboys miss an extra point to lose the game. That's the way I see it, baby. I'm just telling you. But anyhow, that is your Mount Rushmore of Dallas Cowboys. Join us next time on Boot and Cracklin', baby.
Find us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, TikTok. Email the show at bootandcracklinsports@gmail.com.